All right, what's up, everybody? Whoa, yeah, standing on a mound of piles here, pile of dust. Chips. I got some mahogany newels to do. I did 8 of them already. I have 9. 3 of them at 48. 3 of them at 38, and 3 more at 38, but split newels. So they got paper joints to be knocked in half and for on site. So I got you chucked up. I'm gonna try to do another voiceover type thing here where I'm gonna do what I do and have you set up, and then do a voiceover. So we'll try that again. See what happens. All right, I'm gonna show you what it looks like. This is the drawing of the small one, and then this is one of the big ones. Okay, so that's it. Nothing fancy here. Got all my measurements on there and my numbers corresponding to my dividers there. And this is it. This is a 48-inch one. 4 inches by 48. And I'll get you chucked up and we'll go for it. Here I'm going to score a line around the whole thing with a box cutter to avoid any tear out. You never know. This is my 1.5-inch Robert Sorby roughing gouge. Very versatile tool in my book. I love the thing. And of course, safety first, double check everything. Now that I'm down to rough round with my roughing gouge, I turn to my 1/4-inch diamond parting tool to part down to the biggest diameter on the top profile. Here I'm using my calipers with the biggest diameter and parting a few times down the piece to create a flat spot to remove excess material so I can get down to the finer detail and have room to work. Now that I'm down to where I need to be, I bust out the storyboard and mark each placement of the details. Okay, so I make a lot of custom tools with old high-speed planer steel planer blades. And I grind whatever profile I want on them and use them as a scraper, or as you saw that one, that's a negative rake scraper, and it allows me to get into some of those details that I can't get to. I also make some that are skews / negative rake scrapers. I can use them either way when necessary to get into those tight places again. These tools are super dangerous without a handle, so make it your own risk and be careful out there. With my diamond parting tool, I cut down to that line I scored earlier to the biggest diameter at the bottom of the post. I make a few more relief cuts so I don't have to worry about chipping out that square shoulder when hogging out with my roughing gouge here. Using the storyboard again, I mark the 2 profiles at the bottom of the post. Even though there's only 2 profiles, being in production mode, it does save time. This is my 1/8 diamond parting tool needed to make that fine shoulder transition between the bead and the shoulder. Next, I use my 1/4-inch spindle gouge and custom tools to finish the details. Sometimes the shoulder is non-existent here and goes straight into a bead off of that first square cut.
So in order to get in there, I'm sure Master Turner can get in there with a skew, but I can get in there as best I can with tools, and then I made this custom tool here. It's just a concave radius to a point, and it is put on a beautiful Santos mahogany handle because it can get grabby. This thing gets the lightest of touches just to clean up that radius on that bead. Thinking about making it a negative rake scraper like the rest of them will be less grabby also. Quarter-inch parting tool to make the 3/4 pin to accept the handrail when it's installed, and finished up the last big cove with my detail gouge, 1/4 inch. Definitely won't bore you with this sanding. I like to buff all my pieces when I'm done. I use a crumpled up old piece of paper, or the chips off the ground works well also. That'll do, pig, that'll do.
Whew, okay, well that's it. Let me know down there in the comments if you'd like me to show you my tools. I got about 30 of them over here. Some of them homemade, obviously some of them not. So, alright, that's it. I'll set all the other ones up here as a family. I'll show you what that looks like. These two are the same, 2 turn lengths. This one is the same turn length, or same block length, but different turn length. I don't know if we tell that. 3 of them. Paper seams. You probably can't even see the seams on these. They match so well. Barely see the seam. I'll try to show you the one seam. You can see it down at the block, but not at the bottom. And then I got 3 regular 38s, all the same turn length. All the same turn length. These are all the same turn lengths, even this tall one. These are 2 different turn lengths, but different, same length block. All right, let's show you this one. So you can see no joint here. All right, so the seam is right there. You can just see the paper inside of there maybe, but as you go up the post, you can, barely see it right there, which doesn't matter.
Okay, so it doesn't matter here, but for the purpose of me turning, it helps me balance it and the way it cuts. If one grain is one way and the other grain is the other way, it cuts and then tears out. So that does sometimes matter depending on the material.
Because when you do that, whoever glued this up did a good job. I didn't glue these up. That's how you match your posts when you glue stuff up. You got to find the grain. In this case, it's twisting like this, and this grain is also twisting like this. So you most likely took the same board, cut it in half, and then just sandwiched it together to keep the weight balanced and the color matched. So beautiful job on that. Those will get knocked, split apart at the job site. So that's it. We'll take you off here. Yeah, there we go. Bunch of them. Alright, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share all that fun stuff if you want to, and I'll see you on the flip side.